know that 72% of sellers' time is spent on non-selling tasks? So again, I mean, just to emphasize, just to reiterate what we just talked about. If it's about achieving numbers, there's a bunch to that, and there's a bunch in terms of the admin work and the feed into the system so that there's visibility to how far we are from the targets and the numbers, the quota, and all that. So indeed, it's about, there is a lot in terms of feeding the system and the admin work. And of course, we know that this is super necessary given the fact that we want to have one single source of truth, and we want, we want to have data quality overall. Now, there are some pitfalls that I want to talk more, and this is again all tied to productivity, the ease of use, the sales reps experience. So on pitfall number 1, it says here that the sales team spends too much time in tools. And I have the information here from the State of Sales report from Salesforce that the sales teams, they use an average of 10 tools. So all this is too much swivel chair. This is counterproductive. If you do not know what is your source of the truth, and you need to just like search information across the systems, this is bad experience. And again, this refrains the sales teams from indeed doing what we call the high value selling activities. And also, I mean, if you want to talk about CRM adoption, it's important that, if we can, I know that it's easy to say, but they're not that easy to implement, but if we can get everything into one single system, one single source of truth, this is the best. What I can mention here is a suggestion in this situation, and I've seen that a lot, guys. I can say that from previous engagements, I've seen that in different organizations. This is an overall challenge, an overall complaint, meaning having information spread across systems. This is again counterproductive, and it's not once or twice. I've heard a lot. I've heard many times sales leaders saying we need to have one single tool for sales. So recommendations here are: it's important to inventory your tools and prioritize what we call the multifunction tools over single function ones. Again, easy to say, not that easy to implement, but as an overall best practice, especially speaking about CRM adoption and having Salesforce as our, single source of the truth. Another pitfall, so pitfall number 2. Sellers, they aren't tapping the full potential of their territories. So there is this statement from a senior vice president from Salesforce. He says, reps often feel like they don't know where to act or when. So this is about not having a territories through a visual tool. Territories, most of the time, they are outlined in spreadsheets. So sellers, they need to read the data through columns and rows instead of having that rendered as maps. So this is where territory planning capability and along with Salesforce maps come into play. So it makes, the fact that we do not have that with this, making it super easy for visualization, it makes it very difficult to plan the work or to prioritize.